All right, well, stop talking. So customer experience is really the reason that I'm here, because I've been fortunate enough to join the team of Sevenpop, which is a technological company that actually does cutting-edge technology, interactive technology. Now, I myself have spent the last 8 years researching customer experiences globally, from concierge to services, because this is really the great challenge of today, and I'm sure this is what you guys tackle every day. And eat with is an example in the hospitality industry, but what happens when you actually have to bring it into your hotel? Are we able to launch the... All right. Okay, it's all about me now. Great. So, I actually have a slide here of Monty Python. The reason I put it on is very entertaining. I don't think anybody should be walking funny, but it takes me back to a time that I think, there we go, all right, that actually is still in my lifetime, and it takes me back to a customer experience that we all know. It's a one-to-one connection to our guests. And what happens is, at those moments, there were no external distractions. It was 100% what you guys were doing in the hotel that was impacting your guests. But something happened, and we all know what that is. And in the beginning, it wasn't that crazy. So you had emails, you had a website, it was great. You had another communication channel that you could use with your guests. You can confirm reservations, you can forward some advertising and messages. But then, this little cutie came along and changed our life, because I'm attached to it, I'm sure you guys are as well. It's not the iPad. And it's a big game changer. And it's a game changer because, well, you have to keep your customers and your guests emotionally engaged. But while you're trying to do that with new communication channels, with like apps, which are phenomenal, there's millions of people out there using much more communication channels than you could ever have, fighting over the attention of your guests. There's no isolation anymore. And that's the big challenge of today, no doubt. And if you want to talk a little bit about this challenge, we have to start about who our guests really are today, because they are the game changers. Talking about the millennial generation and their culture is that, it's kind of the word of the day, but they are tech savvy. They love to experiment with technology. They love to connect, they love to interact, and they want it all now. For them, it's all very natural. So how do we deal with it? Well, you can look at brands like Virgin, which just launched their first hotel. And they're very innovative in how they approach trends. And this is the reason why I bring them today. Because what they did in their hotel was very, very distilled. The customer experience is about empowering their guests, giving them an opportunity to feel that it's personalized. They have an app, they have a personal assistant called Lucy. They can choose their music, but they can also engage with other guests in the hotel. And this is very new. But for this market, it's very natural, because they're missing out on an experience if you're not letting them do that. You have Delta, KLM, introduced a really interesting program where you actually use a social network, you expose yourself, you get to choose who you sit with. You get to choose your experience that you want on a plane. That just shows where hospitality is going. So why am I here? Because at Sevenpop, we decided to do this through music. And you're probably asking, why music? First of all, because we love music. And it's always great to do something that you love. But music is a part of everybody's life. And it's such a big part of everybody's life that also means it can be a very empowering tool for a very large target market. And the fact is, well, this is not a speculative market. Music has always been around, and it's not going away. So what we looked at is how music makes us feel. Music is really the great connector. And I'm sure you all remember a moment where you walked somewhere, to a venue, a party, and a song came on. And it triggered an emotion, it triggered a feeling. It could be freedom, static, romance, something. Because it took you back to a moment, in your past probably, that you felt that feeling. But it was that song, that music, that triggered it again. And that's an emotional experience. And at Sevenpop, we decided that this is what we want to try and create in hotels. To bring back the connection that hotels so eagerly try to create today. So we're going to do this through music. We want to create this feeling and empower your guests to create an emotional experience so they can bond with your brand. So what we did, we started looking at what hotels were doing in music, like what did the systems look like? And the answer kept coming back the same. It was pretty much a simple, one-directional device that was playing music. That's what we all have, right? Then we kept asking the staff, and especially the operational staff, the CEOs, what is this experience like for you? We found a lot of frustration. Either the volume was never right and somebody had to go to the back room and you had to call them up and he was fixing a light bulb over there. And it was time consuming. It wasn't updated. There was a lot of frustrations around there. But no one ever seemed to think that this could be potentially a little bit better. So why isn't music used in a more effective way in hotels? And the reason we ask this question is because we know that music has this power to create something much more than just play music and create an atmosphere. So this is what Sevenpop did. And very quickly, because I think we're out of time soon, Sevenpop created a very smart music player. I actually have it here. This is a music player. It's about the size of a cigarette box. You can put in any zone you want. But it's a computer, and it's a very smart computer, not only because it takes the consideration of your staff and makes all the features that you already have today with playing music. It's interactive with your staff. It means that they can control it from iPads in the lobby, iPhones, smartphones, anything they want. But it's also interactive with your guests. And what do I mean by that? We actually created an app that your guests can download. They can view the songs, and they get to choose which song they want to hear, what experiences they want to explore, what feeling they want to have. But what's more important, that it actually lets your guests decide if they want to interact with other guests in a very organic and a very simple way. These features can be turned on in any zone you want. They're very popular, whether it's pools, bars, restaurants. But then something even more interesting happened. Oh, sorry, this is how it would look like, because it's using Facebook profiles. This is a bit blurry here, but basically you can see which song was chosen by whom. The song with the most votes plays next. So it becomes a really engaging experience. What we did here is we combined the digital and the physical worlds through your music, all happening while the guests are at the hotel. What it also does is offer you guys marketing, digital marketing, because they're not just looking at an app of a hotel, they're actually exploring music, doing something they love. But you have the ability to put banners in, send them messages, promote, do whatever you want. But then something more exciting came up, and this is the last point. That taking care of pool areas and bars is great. There's one zone in the hotel that your guests are probably the loneliest in. They want to engage the most, and really no one's communicating with them there, and that's their rooms. So we took it on to a much more exciting product, which you actually have installed in your rooms today here at the hotel, which we've taken and combined interactive music channels, so all guests can hear the same playlists, engage, and interact, while you're getting your own channel. So you can promote, you can put your own content. But it's done organically. And I've seen way too many times I've been to hotels that I'm watching a totally different cable channel, they're promoting other hotels, and I'm thinking, well, why don't hotels want to promote themselves? You have a TV screen. So this is what we've done. So this is a an interactive TV channel, specially designed for each hotel, branding for each hotel. We reduce operational costs, we make things very interactive in the hotel. We engage staff, and we provide a very personal and very emotional experience for your guests. And the last thing I want to say is that we really do live in a very exciting time where things that we never thought could happen. And that's always something that we grant technology. But human and essential human needs haven't changed. People want to engage, and they have always wanted to. It's just that technology can make it much better and enable us a much more unique experience today. Thank you.